we've seen.
And welcome back to my channel. By the time you're watching this, it's probably the middle of March or 2/3 of the way through March. It's not a lot been happening here really. Yeah, it's been a funny old month again really on the bird front, because we've still in severe drought. We have had a couple of showers now that were a couple of minutes, and then we did have quite a good downpour, but it only produced 7 mil of rain, and 7 mil of rain here is absolutely nothing. It just keeps the dust down for a day or two, and then it's back to being almost, like it says in the book, semi-arid steppe region, basically a dust bowl. But most of the birds that I've been filming over the last few months, all through the winter, like the stone chats, etc., have gone now. Yeah, we're still waiting for the summer visitors to arrive. Like the rollers, and my favourites obviously is the bee eaters, because they are such a beautiful colour bird. But we had, last week was the first week that we saw house martins and swallows arrive. Not in great numbers at yet moment, but obviously the house martins and the swallows and that, they eat loads of insects, and you know, the more insects that they eat from me near my house, the better. Yeah, I've been taking photographs of the same old birds now for 3-4 months. Well, I'm still, let's say it's a work in progress with this camera still. I'm still struggling. I shake too much. I've been using the monopod a little bit, but even then, because it's been so windy here, even the monopod has got a shake in it, you know, and I'm there trying to do my bit, and it's just got that little bit of a wobble at, you know, at 2000 mil plus. It's accentuates it quite bad. And also, we're getting lots of atmospherics. If I'm trying to film some, like for instance, the other week there were actually a pair of golden eagles, where I normally see one. I actually saw a pair, but I was a kilometre away from them, and the shaking in the camera and the atmospherics, the heat haze, etc., is, the video's not particularly good. I'll put it up, but it's not the best video in the world. Yeah, me and Andrew have been having a little mooch around a bit of flowing water coming out one of the sewage works. So, you know, where there's water, there's life. Get the black-winged stilts down there and a few other little birds that we couldn't get down there. They're no problem, you know. But we could hear in the distance these trail bikes coming along the riverbed, and you're thinking, oh God, you know, the noise. But they got past us quite quickly, and they just disturbed the birds. The blue throats were quite good. I've seen two now, which one was a male, and I just didn't get a photograph. It was just too quick. But I did get a couple of semi-good photographs, semi-reasonable photographs of a juvenile one, which was pretty good. Not where I expected to see them. Yesterday I saw a pair of chuffs out in the campo, which is unusual because they're not really meant to be living here, but according to the books. But there's a good colony here. But these were quite a few miles out into the campo, well away from anywhere where you'd expect to see them. But again, it was a hot day yesterday, 28 degrees, you know, for middle of March. It's pretty bad. But anyway, these chuffs, yeah, I couldn't get quite close enough to them, but it's nice to see them pair together. Obviously, I'm still using this Nikon P950 camera, and I've settled into sort of quite a routine with it now. I'm just using it in manual mode, which is usually, because we're mostly bright light when I go out late afternoons or whatever, just using f6.3 or f6.5. Shutter speed is usually 1/800th of a second. That seems to have been my almost default to go to now. And obviously, if the exposure meter tells me, you know, to up it or lower it, then I do accordingly with the shutter speed to let more light in. You know, if it's like a cloudy day, which we've had quite a lot recently. And the ISO is just on automatic from 100 to 1600. But I don't like any photograph with more than say 500. All my editing is done in NX Studios, and I'll have to try and learn how to do a proper screensaver so I can show you. I'm only doing basic editing, but I use Nikon's NX Studio solely because it's free and I'm using this Nikon camera, so you know it does what it says on the tin. You know, I don't want to spend money on We have got a few new locations to show you in the next couple of videos, obviously once the beavers and the rollers come back. which is going to be quite good. I spent a bit of time trying to figure this out, but getting there slowly. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you do, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe.